Ready to step into your soft girl era? Keep watching to get the look that'll perfectly match your soft girl vibe. Perfection, flawless brows. If you're here from my last video, then you know exactly how we got these brows done. So let's go ahead and get into my skin prep. So I'm going to go in with the Milk Hydrogrip primer, and I'm going to prime my face. Now, I feel like this look is super duper pretty and super duper effective if you're in your soft girl era. It literally gives just that. And that's why I wanted to share it with you guys, because when I first posted the photo, literally everybody was like, it looks so soft. And I was like, it's only right if we make this look the soft girl era look. So I'm going to go in with my Timeless Beauty concealer. Yes, this is my own beauty brand, which I will be dropping more information on that soon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this under my eyes, and I'm going for a full coverage look for this. So if you see me layering on this concealer, this is the best way to get that soft girl era look. Now, don't confuse this with like a clean soft girl. This is definitely full glam soft girl era. And I do recommend that if you're going to do this look, use a concealer that's maybe a shade lighter than your skin tone. And we're going to put that on my upper lip and my chin and the bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to go in with the Morphe Luminous setting spray, because I am a matte girly, but it is the winter months and it's so easy to look flat, and we don't want that. We still want to look fresh and bright and luminous. So I'm going to spray that before it starts drying down, and then I'm going to fan it, and then we're going to start blending it out. So if you want that nice feathered look, I definitely recommend you use a setting powder brush. This one is specifically by Real Techniques. It's a very well-known brush. A lot of makeup artists and makeup lovers use this brush, unless you're a sponge girly, which is okay if you are a sponge girly. But I do recommend using this brush just because it gives that nice airbrushed finish. And we're just going to start off by lightly tapping the edges, and then we're going to work our way in to where we want that product to sit. Afterwards, I'm going to go in with the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. This one is in the shade, I believe, 22N. I use this in my video where I spent $100, really $97 at Sephora, and I got a whole bunch of goodies, which you'll see a few of them make an appearance. But we're going to put that under my eye, and I'm going to let that sit. Then I'm going to go into bronzing with another one of my products from Timeless Beauty, and I'm going to bronze up my face, on my cheeks, specifically my forehead and the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to keep that at an angle. So remember, when you're doing stuff like this too, make sure to put the product like either on the back of your hand, or like lightly layer it first and then go back in over if you feel like you want more coverage, because it's easier to manage that way when it comes to blending out, because you won't have too much product on your face. And then it also gives that soft finish rather than trying to go in and just putting a bulk of product on your face. So after that's set, I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend out that concealer, and we are going to actually put some of that on my eye too, because we are going to be doing just a little eyeshadow look. I won't even say eyeshadow, like it's really going to be a simple look. Like anybody can do this, I guarantee it. I'm going to go in now with the e.l.f. Pinky Promise blush. I love this blush. I feel like the staple point of a soft girl look is that baby pink blush that just really gives off a doll baby. So we're going to use that. And when you're applying your blush, which if you guys want me to do like a tutorial on proper placement, let me know down in the comments down below, because I have heard a lot of people say they're not sure if they're putting their blush or their bronzer or contour or highlights in the right areas. And I want to be like able to help anybody with that placement too. So for me personally, I like to place it right above my bronzer. But after I have that blended out, I'm going to go in with my foundation. That was Warm Mahogany by my Timeless Beauty brand, as you saw. And then I'm going to put that only under my cheeks. I only ever put foundation under my bronze areas. I don't really put it all over my face like I used to when I first started out. And this just helps me control everything. So now I'm going to go into the Makeup Revolution Banana Setting Powder with a powder puff, triangle powder puff. And I'm going to start pressing that in and going at an angle as well, so we have that nice lifted look. And I don't bake, even though I have very oily skin. I just really like to press it in because it gives a smooth finish and it minimizes fine lines. I know everybody, we have wrinkles or, you know, lines under our eye. It's okay. You don't have to completely get rid of them. It's skin, okay? Texture comes along with it. But to minimize it, I just don't like to use too much product. Now I'm going to go in with the Sephora bronzer. I really like this bronzer for warming up my face. It is super duper pretty, And I'm going to put this on my forehead and my cheeks and my nose. So pretty much wherever I put the liquid bronzer, which to be honest with you guys, what I used to bronze my face in the beginning, it wasn't a bronzer. It was actually some foundation. And that's what I love about my Timeless Beauty brand foundations, is that they're multi-use. So if you just wanted to use a full face of foundation, even for concealer, you can use just a brighter foundation, or you can even use my concealers for a full face and still get the same effect. Let me know if you guys want to see that in a tutorial. I can definitely do that for you guys. So I'm going in now with the Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer. That's one is specifically caramel. You know all about her. She's a staple in the beauty community. And I'm going to go in with an angled brush again and go over that same bronzer, just because I wanted a little bit more depth. And the Hoola caramel bronzer is a little bit darker than the Sephora bronzer. And then after I have that on there, I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to go onto my nose. She's going to look a little crazy at first, but I wanted to make sure that my nose didn't get lost in this makeup routine, because sometimes when we put on foundation, the nose tends to get flat and it just looks really, really crazy. So I did go in a little heavy-handed with the bronzer, but I'm going to go in with a brush that I use to press in the liquid bronzer and go over my nose to tone it down so it doesn't look as crazy. Trust me, it looks really, really pretty afterwards. And I was like, okay, yeah, good. Because what I was looking at on camera, it was like, oh, girl, a little bit too much. But she did exactly what I needed her to do. Now I'm going to go into the Maybelline Fit Me. This one is their pressed powder 330 Toffee Caramel, and I'm going to go over that setting powder just because I like to tone down under my eyes. Now, if you like that bright look under your eyes, then you can skip this part, but I like to use it just because it softens everything down. It makes everything mesh well, and it gives like a nice glow. And I'm just going back in with that same Makeup Revolution setting powder too, and setting areas that I forgot to set. And I'm going back in over that with that Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. Now I'm going to take that same pressed powder and go underneath my bronzer to start carving out my cheekbones so they can really pop. And I love this part. It's actually my favorite part of when I'm doing makeup. And next I'm going to go into the Morphe Abby Roberts palette, and I'm actually going to use this baby pink eyeshadow because I did not have a powdered one, only liquid ones, and I really just like the way this looks. It gave me exactly what I needed. And then afterwards, when I put that on, I went into the Juvia's Place. I cannot remember the name to save my life, but everything will be linked down in the description box. And I'm going over that to add some more depth and hue to it. It just came out so pretty. Also too, if you made it this far, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let's get this video to 60 likes, and let's get this video to let's do 600 views. Let's get it there. I know it can happen. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more beauty content like this if you're really enjoying yourself here. So now that I got my blush finished, I'm actually going to go onto my eyes. So this is the part that I was talking about, that it's really not that hard. So you're literally going to take your bronzer and you're just going to fluff it out over your lid and create almost like a neutral eyeshadow. Your bronzer literally is your best friend if you're wanting to do a neutral, natural look. It just gives perfection. But also too, because in my brow tutorial, since I was showing you guys how to effectively do your brows, I did not go in with a concealer or foundation that was brighter underneath my brows. So I'm actually going to highlight my brow bone with some more of my Timeless Beauty foundation. So I'm going into Bronze Glow. This one's a little bit brighter, and I'm going to start carving out my brow bone because whenever I do my eyeshadow looks or my brows, I just like that nice highlight under the brows. I think it looks so pretty. Now, if you did use a product that was your skin tone, you can easily use like a eyeshadow color that's brighter for your brow bone, or you can even use a highlighter. But I went back in with foundation just because I like the way it looks. Honestly, I just think it's really, really pretty. And then I'm going to buff it out with a brush so it has a nice seamless blend. And honestly, that's like my favorite thing. I love a nice lifted highlighted brow. Also, don't forget to go watch my brow tutorial too if you are struggling with doing your brows or you just want a new brow routine. I promise you, you'll love it. You'll love it. Brows is the first thing I taught myself. So if I don't know how to do anything else, I definitely know how to do some brows, okay? So we're going to go back in with that Luminous setting spray and set everything again. let it dry down some more, and then we're going to take that foundation brush and we're going to start pressing in that setting spray to our skin. Be sure to use the same foundation brush that you use in the beginning, just because whatever product was left on it will start marrying everything together, so stuff doesn't look so separate. And then we're going to move on to lips. So I'm using the NYX Professionals. I think this one was Espresso, which is a very, very dark one. And then the other one was like Kiss New York Professionals. And I honestly don't remember what color that was. It might have just been a brown. But I like to use extremely dark colors on my lips because to me, it just makes my lips pop more. Other liners, maybe because I haven't found my perfect match, but I just really, really like these ones better. So I'm going to go in with Espresso first, line my lips, and then I'm going to go in with that Kiss Me Professionals and go over that to add like an ombre effect. And then I'm going to take a brush to feather out the lip liner so it does not look so harsh on my lips. This just creates a softer effect, and it also just makes your lips look very plump and beautiful. I think it's just because the bristles are messing with like your, let me not say bristles, that sounds horrible, because the brush fibers are you know, just kind of tickling or plumping your lips a little bit. But after I got that on, I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place Nubian Sand Lipstick, and I'm not going to glide it. I'm going to tap it on my lips because I feel like gliding just gives off too much product sometimes and can muddy the look. So I'm just going to tap it until I get the intensity that I want. And then I'm going to go over that liner too, just because I like the nude lip style that it gives. But I'm going to go back into Espresso by NYX, and I'm going to go back over my lip line just to bring back some of that brown too. And then after I line my lips with the NYX Professional lip liner, I'm going to go into the Lawless Beauty Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Gloss. Now, I cannot remember the name. Like I said, everything will be in the description box, but it was this beautiful baby pink. I have so many colors. If you actually go back on my channel too, I swatched them from Lawless Beauty. These are some amazing lip glosses. I love them down. They give a nice cooling effect to the lips. They plump the lips, like as you can see. When I tell you, just absolutely gorgeous. I love these down. Plus, they have so many other colors to offer, and they're just all gorgeous. I haven't found one that I did not like. But after I put my lip gloss on, what I like to do too while I'm doing my lip gloss is I like to make sure that there's no like bubble spots or thick liner areas after I put it on, until I like to go in and smooth it out. But after I got that on, I did my lashes and liner off camera, and this is the final look. Oh my gosh, she just eats down. Yes, she is lovely. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do not leave off of my channel yet. Go find another video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.